2018 Škoda Octavia Scout Review. The good points of Škoda Octavia Scout. Practical interior. Genuine off-road ability. Refined, quality interior. Lots of normal equipment. The bad points of Škoda Octavia Scout. Not exciting. More expensive than regular estate. Only 2 engine and gearbox options. The Škoda Octavia Scout will be the Czech company's rugged substitute for the likes with the Volkswagen Golf Alltrack and Volvo V60 Cross Country. It uses the Alwacha Practical Octavia estate like a base, but incorporates a slightly raised ride height, some black plastic body protection about the car as well as an all-wheel drive system beneath the skin for a few genuine off-road ability. Just like the first version, sold between 2007 and 2012, it is simply available in estate form. Soft off-roader. To commence with, Škoda's engineers have raised the ride height by 30 mm weight against the regular Octavia estate, meaning there's greater ground clearance whenever you venture off-road. The firm's all-wheel drive product is fitted as standard, which ensures you're unlikely to forfeit traction in situations whenever you may need it, by way of example on steep slippery slopes and muddy country lanes. The car judges for itself the amount of traction there is certainly, and shifts ability to the wheels with more grip over the car's traction control system, so it's very easy to make smooth progress. There's additionally a designated off-road mode offered to select with the car's drive mode selection when you're tackling tougher terrain. In addition to the floor clearance and ride height, the Scout could be picked out in the rest with the range due to its plastic moldings for the front and rear bumpers and wheel arches, a Scout-specific bumper, 2 reflectors included in the rear left and right of the bumper and exclusive Scout badging in and out the car. Simply clever features. Like the remaining portion of the Octavia family, the Scout incorporates a host of practical solutions built to make living with your vehicle easier. The familiar ice scraper from the filler cap makes an appearance alongside the practical double-sided boot cover, retractable parcel shelf, detachable boot light torch, smartphone holder and waste bins from the door pockets, although it's worth knowing that you'll be forced to pay extra for many of these. Accompanying these practical features is really a 2,000 kg towing capacity, a noticeable difference of 25% in the previous generation, as well like a vast interior that has a large boot and a lot of space for passengers. Even using its new size and improved performance, the modern model is perfectly up to 29 kg lighter than its predecessor, which includes help with a big improvement inside Scout's CO2 emissions and fuel economy figures. 2 diesel engines available. The Octavia Scout is available using a choice of 2 2.0-liter diesel engines, one with 150 horsepower plus the other with 184 horsepower. If you want a manual gearbox, you'll need to for the 150 horsepower unit, because the 184 horsepower version is accessible exclusively having a 6-speed DSG automatic gearbox. In terms of normal kit, the Scout comes perfectly equipped because it sits at the top with the Octavia range. This means it advantages from an upgraded touchscreen infotainment system with sat-nav, DAB radio and Bluetooth, Alcantara seats, an electric-powered tailgate and LED headlights. A host of optional extras can be obtained as well, in order to make your Octavia Scout more luxurious. The verdict. While most estate car buyers may well not necessarily require the all-wheel drive capability from the high-riding Octavia Scout, it will boast an amazing bewatch of abilities for just a reasonable price after you consider how spacious, well-equipped refined it really is. While the engine and gearbox options limited, they're both well suited on the Scout's sensible nature, as it just has the job done. Škoda Octavia Scout Review. Diesel-only lineup. Choice of manual and auto gearboxes. Both engines strong and refined. In general, the Škoda Octavia Scout's performance is superb, regardless of the limited number of engines from the range. Škoda Octavia Scout is diesel-only. There are two diesel engines on offer within the Scout, both 2.0 liters bigger and producing either 150 horsepower or 184 horsepower. There aren't petrol options like you'll find in the off-the-shelf Octavia estate. Despite the possible lack of choice, both choices impressive. They're smooth at cruising speeds, but powerful enough to inspire confidence in overtaking maneuvers for the motorway. Mated to your 6-speed manual gearbox only, the 150 horsepower choice is refined and impressively quiet. The 0.62 mph sprint is achieved in 8.6 seconds, which has a top speed of 132 mph. It offers an abundance of torque at 340 Nm. The stronger 2.0-liter TDI option with 184 horsepower and also the same 340 Nm of torque is simply available using a DSG automatic gearbox. Despite the boost in power, it's only marginally faster as opposed to 150 horsepower model. The 0.62 mph sprint is achieved in 8.4 seconds, having a top speed of 133 mph. Gearboxes. The DSG gearbox is well proven and features in numerous Volkswagen, Seat and Skoda cars. Gear changes are smooth and responsive as you'd expect from an automated gearbox. Despite the real difference between the two engines in terms of power, you will discover only small differences with Škoda and non-Škoda when it comes to your running costs. There is rather a hefty premium with the higher-powered model though, which we're not convinced will probably be worth the money, if you do not really want the automatic gearbox. Tidy handling. Strong traction from all-wheel drive system. Focuses on comfort and fun. The Scout's handling is superb, especially once you consider its raised ride height plus more comfort-focused setup. Overall, the Scout is really a conservative drive with well-weighted and precise steering, though the body doesn't roll an excessive amount in corners in spite of the raised ride height. Traction is impressive due to the all-wheel drive system, and grip and side bends is additionally good. It will require a lot to unsaddle the Scout, also it rides wonderfully indeed. It's also excellent within the motorway with impressive refinement and also a comfortable ride, but remains agile and nimble when driving on smaller roads or even in town. In normal road driving, you have 4 different driving modes to pick from: normal, eco, individual and sport. The sport mode allows usage of more revs, which can be ideal for overtaking and gaining speeds quickly about the motorway. There's also an off-road mode when you want to try some more tricky terrain. Surprising off-road ability. The Octavia Scout is impressively capable off-road, proving you don't need something with extra high ride height and overly complicated electronics. It can easily tackle steep inclines and rocky obstacles without excessive drama. The latest all-wheel drive technology has a new clutch i465 that automatically distributes the ability to all 4 wheels dependent within the conditions, so you could be confident that you are well equipped if you need to stray from the tarmac. The Octavia Scout also comes with a touch electronic stabilization control escape that could be adjusted to match certain driving conditions. Tidy interior layout. Easy for getting comfortable. Good visibility. Slip behind the wheel in the new Octavia Scout and are greeted by an uncluttered and functional design. The materials used about the cabin are of proper quality throughout, and there's plenty of kit to experiment with utilizing the familiar VW Group products. The large color multimedia touchscreen is simple to control. Nevertheless, you can upgrade with a better system that has a bigger screen if you wish. It perhaps isn't the most exciting location to be, yet its simple and easy intuitive design can certainly make life easy when in the driver's seat. Very adjustable front seats. High amounts of adjustment within the seats will assist you to find a comfortable driving position, and also the numerous practical storage options around the driver's seat make it an easy task to store and possess easy usage of all of one's own items. The leather and Alcantara faux suede seats are extremely comfortable too. Supple ride and cozy seats. Very relaxed car to invest time in. Great all-rounder. We're impressed with all the comfort levels in the Škoda Octavia Scout. The interior can be quite spacious with an abundance of leg and headroom available for front and back passengers to fully stretch on longer journeys. The seats have become comfortable too. Very little road or wind noise intrudes the cabin, and engine noise is actually comparatively non-existent too if you don't are revving difficult to gain speed quickly. The smooth ride quality and soft suspension in addition on the extra ground clearance means potholes and bumps inside road aren't any trouble for that Scout. There are a good amount of features round the cabin created to make life easier and even more comfortable while off the road, all falling under Škoda's simply clever philosophy. That means you will find cup holders that grip a bottle so that you just need one hand to spread out it, an ice scraper within the fuel filler flap, and also a boot light which doubles just as one LED torch. The panoramic sunroof, which is obtainable as an optional extra, brightens in the cabin, and it is well worth considering in terms of specifying the car. All Scouts are very equipped. Lots of ordinary equipment mixed in. Plenty of options to add, too. Škoda is usually a brand well known for offering excellent value for money, along with the Scout isn't any exception, the way it comes with many equipment as standard. Standard Škoda Octavia Scout equipment. There is usually a wealth of kit available as standard, including an Amundsen 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with sat-nav, Bluetooth and DAB radio, 17-inch alloy wheels, rear parking sensors, automatic lights and wipers, automatic folding door mirrors, Alcantara seats and ambient interior lighting. There are a lot of driver assistance systems too, including lane keeping assist, a front distance sensor with autonomous emergency braking and off-road features, for instance hill start assist and hill descent control. Bright LED headlights with cornering fog lights aid visibility at night time, too. The Drive Select function permits you to choose between normal, sport, individual and eco driving modes, which alters the facility steering and throttle response geared to. There's also an off-road mode that adjusts the Scout's character for tackling tough terrain. A driver fatigue sensor strategy is also fitted that could notify you when it's time and energy to take a break by judging your steering inputs. There can be some unique styling features to your Scout that happen to be included as standard. The highlights include special Scout badging in and out, body styling to your sills and wheel arches, black side moldings and different fog lights. Škoda's Rough Road package adds additional underbody protection, also. Optional extras, Škoda Octavia Scout. There are an abundance of optional extras for sale in the new Scout that can help to generate life easier when out for the road. Practical capabilities you can select include various components to create good use on the boot, such to be a variable boot floor, partitions as well as a reversible load cover. An automatic tailgate can be available, similar to a selection of storage approaches to organize the within. Various safety and assistance systems, for example adaptive cruise control, self-parking, trailer assist and blind spot assistance, are also offered. Keyless entry and initiate is another useful feature which misses out from the standard specification list but can be obtained as an option, as well as the panoramic sunroof, which we particularly like, can be available to get a premium. Adding extra luxuries like electric seats, leather upholstery and also a heated steering wheel can be obtained. You may also choose to upgrade the normal navigation to the Columbus system which has a 9.2-inch multimedia touchscreen rather compared to standard 8.0-inch offering. This also incorporates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for added connectivity options. The new Škoda Octavia Scout is also easily obtainable in a choice of colors including 3 solid colors and 8 metallic shades, while there's a range of 3 alloy wheel options. Not specifically tested by Euro NCAP. Similar Octavia estate gets 5 stars. Plenty of safety and assistance tech. Although this version from the Octavia hasn't been tested by Euro NCAP, we expect Scout safety levels to get excellent because estate and hatchback versions both achieved a complete 5-star rating. In regards to safety systems, the Scout hosts a multitude of kit including 9 airbags, an autonomous emergency braking, a motorist fatigue sensor that will alert the trucker if it thinks it's time and energy to have a break, plus a crew protect assistant that could tighten seat belts and close the trunk windows and sunroof to halt objects entering the automobile in preparation for any collision. Also available is city emergency braking that could stop your vehicle automatically if the auto is moving at speeds below 20 miles per hour and detects something in front. If traveling in a higher speed, the front assist function will alert you if you happen to be too close the auto in front, while optional adaptive cruise control can keep a safe distance in the car in the front, and lane keep assist can keep you from the lines from the lane you're driving in. Hugely practical interior. Big boot and many space. Lots of sensible storage solutions. The Škoda Octavia Scout is actually comparatively faultless in terms of practicality on account of its versatile estate body and intensely spacious interior. Loaded with practical solutions and useful storage features, there may be also generous interior space for many, whether you're within the front or back seats. The boot is large with 610 liters available when the trunk seats come in place. They collapse down easily to give available space around 1,740 liters. The front passenger seat also can be folded down so that items around 2.92 meters could be transported, ideal if you might be looking to move some flat pack furniture or make surfboard towards the beach. Not only will be the boot spacious, but just like the estate version it's based on, it really is also full of practical features including a double-sided boot cover, retractable parcel shelf, numerous nets and hooks to secure your items, 2 lights along with a 12-volt power socket. Practical features aren't limited towards the boot either, with lots of items scattered throughout the car which is likely to make everyday life that touch easier. For example, the ice scraper stowed away from the filler cap, a smartphone holder and waste bins from the front door pockets. If you're looking for just a car with towing capabilities, then this Octavia Scout are able to fulfill your main requirements. Towing capacity has risen 25% from your previous generation. The brand new Scout can pull approximately 2,000 kilograms. That should be enough for any medium-sized caravan or horse box. The Octavia Scout is fairly a long car. That explains why it's so spacious inside, but it's not overwhelming to control. Good visibility, understanding that slightly raised ride height makes it simple to maneuver in tighter spaces, and it also doesn't feel bulky. The good news is parking sensors come as standard to assist in tight spots. At 610 liters, the Scout's boot capacity while using seats available is one from the biggest associated with a estate car, even one's much wider in overall size, and it could be expanded easily with a whopping 1,740 liters by folding a corner seats. Access can be quite easy due to a low, wide tailgate opening. A power boot lid may be specified, while Škoda's array of simply clever options include organizers to divide the vast load area to generate the most in the space offered. Škoda Octavia Scout, would it be a good tow car? If you're planning on with all the 2,000 kilograms towing capacity, it will be wise to specify trailer assist, which can be an automated system that may the hassle beyond reverse parking when towing. Simply tell the vehicle where you need to park utilizing the electric door mirror adjustment, and yes, it'll park the automobile for you, taking care in the counter steering, which includes many drivers confused. A tow bar itself costs £550 fitted.